Okay. Hello. Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about the many misconceptions and myths that people oftentimes get wrong when it comes to caring for exotic pets. One of the first and foremost things that people often mistake when they choose to house an exotic pet of any kind is that it will be easier, or that the animal might be worth trouble because it looks cooler. But that couldn't be further from the truth. One major thing that most people tend to neglect when it comes to caring for these types of pets is doing their research and making sure that these pets fit their lifestyle. Now, when it comes to exotic pets, they can fall under an array of categories. Anything that's basically not a common house dog or cat could be considered exotic. Anything from birds, fish, small rodents, including rabbits, reptiles of any kind, amphibians, or even arachnids, as you can see by my board over here. Even most vets would agree, although some of them are not quite sure where to draw the line exactly, that most pets that people house tend to be exotic. Usually these kinds of pets are easy to find. You can find one at your local pet shop, your the nearest veterinary office for adoption, or even at your local breeders. However, on the wilder spectrum of exotic pets, there are some animals that would require a permit to house. Although typically, if it's something wild, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Period. But that won't stop people from caring for animals such as small monkeys or other exotic mammals like chinchillas or sugar gliders, or even lions and tigers, and quite literally wolves, foxes, and bears. That said, this often makes it very hard to keep track of which animals are non-native to the country, as most of these animals are smuggled in illegally. And that can be damaging to the ecosystem and the natural balance surrounding the area. One major example of this is the overrunning of red-eared sliders in New York City. They're everywhere. You can find them from sewers to parks, subway. They are literally everywhere in New York City. Now, usually when it comes to one major issue that people tend to forget about when they impulse buy an exotic animal is that they don't take into account the animal's needs, its living conditions, its eating habits, or its general behavior, which can cause issues such as the animal being forced to live in unhealthy conditions and being fed improper diets. This can in turn harm the animal and cause stress to the owner. Another major issue with exotic pets that people don't often realize at the moment is how long those animals can live, especially birds, reptiles, and fish. I should know, I have a red-eared slider. Her name's Fred, and if taken well care of, she can live for up to 50 years. I wish someone had been there to tell me that at first when I had gotten her. I wasn't really thinking about doing the research. I just saw a baby turtle, and honestly, I thought it was cute. So take it from me, I can tell you from experience, it's not a great idea to bring an animal home without doing your research first. Another common mistake that people often make when it comes to bringing these pets home without thinking about their preparations for their living conditions is that they can sometimes end up being sold in illegal vendors booths. And oftentimes what this means is that these animals are taken from their homes in natural wild habitats and forced to live in captivity, which can be harmful to the animal. I want to make sure that it is absolutely necessary that I stress before you think about bringing an animal home, do your research. Ask around for professional information. You could ask your local vet, an animal breeder, or even a pet store owner, and they'll tell you what exactly it is you need to take care of this pet and everything you can expect to have to buy or accommodate for this animal to live properly and happily. And I hope next time that before you impulse buy the cutest animal you've ever seen in a pet store, you think twice about it and do your research. Thank you.